Today on Sports Central, we go over a college football game preview and prediction on a big matchup coming up here in the Big Ten in Week 13 of this 2021 college football season. And it'll be over the Wisconsin Badgers and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Big rivalry matchup coming up here in Week 13. We'll be going over a full game preview and prediction on this matchup here today, starting out with your team trends. Wisconsin beat Nebraska 35-28. And as I've said about Nebraska before, Nebraska is the best bad team of all time. I mean, the Cornhuskers are 3-8, and they've kept close to just about every good team that they've played all season long, including Wisconsin. The Badgers have one of the best defenses in the nation, and Nebraska scored 28. But overall, I mean, Nebraska is a much better team than the record shows. So overall, that was a good win for Wisconsin. They are 8-3, and on a 7-game winning streak. I mean, Wisconsin is a team that has improved drastically over the course of the season, and is also my current favorite to win the Big Ten West. Minnesota is 7-4. They beat Indiana last week on the road, 35-14. Overall, solid win over a struggling Hoosiers team, and they've got a 1-game winning streak heading into this matchup. So, I mean, Minnesota, this team has been in the background of the Big Ten West all season, and right when you think that the Gophers could potentially win that division, they've choked at some point this season. Like if you look at that Illinois game, for example, Minnesota was the favorite to win the Big Ten West going into that Illinois game, and Minnesota only scores 6 points to the Fighting Illini. So, yeah, for Minnesota, kind of a bumpy season, but they've got a talented football team that is worthy of being in a decent bowl game. This game will be on Saturday, November 27th in Minneapolis. Golden Gophers are the home team for this matchup, 3 p.m. Central Time. Spread currently has Wisconsin by 7, over-under is 39. That is a very low value there. And it's expecting a defensive, low-scoring game, and I'm expecting the same. I think we're going to see a close game here between two talented defenses, and I mean, both offenses are okay. I mean, Wisconsin's offense is all right, but it's nothing outstanding. It's Wisconsin's defense and Minnesota's defense as well, which has been keeping them in games for the most part. FPI going with Wisconsin, 62.1%, so Badgers are favored. Series history, Wisconsin leads at 62-60. Your win streak is Wisconsin by 2, so Badgers have won the last 2 matchups, and in the last 5, Wisconsin leads at 4-1. So Badgers have had a long, successful history against Minnesota, especially in the past couple of decades. So we'll certainly see whether or not Minnesota can add another win to that total in this matchup. Stat comparison for this game, Wisconsin's got 27 points per game, 15 points allowed. Once again, one of the best defenses statistically in the nation. 161 passers a game, 229 rush yards. So, I mean, the main strength of this Wisconsin offense is the rushing game. Graham Mertz is a okay quarterback, but it's the rushing game that is Allen and everyone. I mean, it's been good this season. And then for yards allowed, 173 passing, 64 rushing. One of the best rushing defenses in the country. Minnesota, 26 points per game, 18 points allowed. Then you got 163 pass yards a game, 204 rush yards, and then for yards allowed, also good stats, 185 passing, 103 for rushing. Some recent matchups as well. Wisconsin, once again, has got 7 straight wins in a row. So Wisconsin has been playing well. I mean, they started out the season 1-3, and it looked like it'd be a down year for Wisconsin, but I mean, we've been wrong. Wisconsin has really come back into the picture, and they've really improved once again a lot over the course of the season. Beat Nebraska 35-28, beat Northwestern 35-7, beat Rutgers on the road 52-3. That was a massive blowout. Beat Iowa 27-7. Iowa was ranked number 9 at the time, and they also beat Purdue on the road 30-13. And we know Purdue has been the big team to upset, like top tier opponents all season long. So yeah, that was a solid win over the Boilermakers. As for Minnesota, beat Indiana 35-14, lost to Iowa 22-27, lost to Illinois, just an ugly game there, 6-14. Beat Northwestern 41-14, and beat Maryland 34-16. Some key points here: Wisconsin 8-3, Big Ten West title on the line here. It's mainly between Wisconsin and Iowa at this point. And so, I mean, if Iowa wins this weekend and Wisconsin loses, that actually takes Wisconsin out of the Big Ten West title position. So for Wisconsin, got to win this game. I mean, Iowa plays Nebraska this weekend if you want any reference there, but Wisconsin, they are still my favorite. I mean, the Badgers, they've been playing excellent, and quite honestly, I mean, Iowa's had a good season, but Wisconsin has been playing 10 times better recently, and we saw how that went when Wisconsin played Iowa back a few weeks ago. They've won 7 straight playing at a high level, and defensively one of the best in the Big Ten. I would argue one of the best in the nation. As for Minnesota, 7-4, this team has the talent to contend in the Big Ten, but I mean, they've just been so inconsistent all season long. They played some great games, and at the same time, they've had some pretty terrible games as well. Obviously, so that's an inconsistency issue. But once again, they've got the talent to win this game. They've got the talent to win the Big Ten West, which is now out of the picture. But certainly, Minnesota has the talent to do so. But offensive game is going to be crucial for this game. How is Minnesota's offense going to do against a stellar Wisconsin defense? That's going to be the big question going into this game. And if Minnesota does well offensively, they've got a chance. Prediction here for Wisconsin, Minnesota. I'm going to go Badgers here. 20-17 is my predicted final score. So I do expect it to be a low-scoring matchup. I'd be very surprised if we saw a high-scoring shootout. You got two good defenses against two mediocre offenses here. It's going to be a close game, and I do expect Minnesota to cover the 7-point spread, which I'm actually pretty confident with that. I think Minnesota keeps it close all the way through. And your over-under is 39. I'm going to take the under for this game at 37 total points. Probability Wisconsin 60%. So I think one way or another, Wisconsin pulls it out, even though Minnesota may lead for a quarter or two of this game. I mean, it's going to be close all the way through, I think. I think Wisconsin is, in the end, the better team. They've been playing better recently. Once again, one of the most improved teams in the nation. I mean, this team was 1-3 at the start of the season, and now they've won 7 straight, and they are 8-3 heading into this matchup. So I'm going to go Badgers. They win the Big Ten West, and they're on to Indianapolis. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, though, on this game, and I appreciate you guys all watching. As always, stay tuned for more from All Sports Central. I'll see you later.